Hello everyone and welcome to this new Football Manager 2015 experiment where I have moved Cuadrado to Chelsea. Now, those of you that are subscribed to Stat App's YouTube channel will know he did this as well. But just as I'd finished holidaying through about 5 seasons of this, I noticed he uploaded this exact video. And instead of thinking, oh, I can't do this now, I thought, well, it doesn't really matter because it's my own simulation. All games are different. So in a way, it might be more interesting for those of you that watched it. If you haven't watched it, check it out, please. And you can compare between the two simulations to see how different they were at Chelsea. Because obviously, every game of Football Manager is completely different. So please check his video out and then perhaps check this one out as well. Or continue watching this and then watch his and just see the differences. I have holidayed a couple more seasons further on than StatApp as well. So for those of you that watched that and wanted to see maybe a couple years past what he did, then here you go. This is it. So what I've done is, on the editor, I've made Cuadrado move to Chelsea at the end of January 2015. So this first section of the video, I'm just going to holiday to the end of this 2014-15 season and see how he does in his first half a season at Chelsea. Now on this save, he did quite well in his last few months at Fiorentina. 7 goals and 4 assists in the league. 9 goals and 4 assists in all competitions for Fiorentina, who are currently, where are they? They're currently 9th place in Serie A, so mid-table. So let's see how he does in his first half a season at Chelsea. So here we are, 10th of June 2015, the end of the season. He's now 27 years old, 6 goals in 38 games for Colombia now, and he's done quite well in his first few months for Chelsea. 6 goals in 14 games, 3 assists, 2 man of the matches, couple yellow cards. That is a very good start to his Chelsea career. 7.5 average rating as well, that's very high. So he's done exceptionally well. No other games played by the looks of it. Let's see how Chelsea did in the Premier League. Well, first of all, actually, we have a look at the position he played. So he played 39 games this season on the right wing. So for Chelsea and Fiorentina, he was playing on the right wing, his preferred position. But, strangely enough, Chelsea finished down in 5th place in the league. 72 points, 6 behind Liverpool. Incredibly close season between the top 5. Liverpool won the title 1 point ahead of City, as you can see there. Chelsea missing out on the Champions League. What happened there? Crazy. Charlie Austin, top scorer of the season, then Falcao. Diafra did well for West Ham, 2 of 19 goals. Juan Mata, top average rating. Wow, crazy season. You wouldn't expect that, would you? Chelsea finishing outside the top 4. Villa, Sunderland and Burnley went down. Let's look at their fixtures just to see how they got on in other competitions. So Champions League wise, they got through to the quarter-final but lost against Man City. I wonder who won the Champions League. Let's have a quick look. Bayern Munich beat Man City 1-0 in the final. With, let's see who scored the winner, just out of interest. Robben with the winner. Lots of yellow cards there for Man City in that final. Did Chelsea do well in the cups? Nope, they lost against Sunderland in the FA Cup 3rd round. Capital One Cup. Obviously Cuadrado didn't play. This is why Cuadrado didn't play in any other competitions. They were knocked out of everything by the time he moved. So let's holiday a couple more seasons, how he's done in his 2nd and 3rd season at Chelsea. So it's the end of the 2016-17 season. I've just gone back a season to see how they did. In the 2nd season Cuadrado was there. They finished 2nd, 1 point behind Man United. A very close season once again, with Arsenal finishing outside the top 4 this time. Forest, Huddersfield and Palace going down. But good season for Chelsea there. Man United winning the league. And then this season just gone, Chelsea comfortably winning the league, 4 points ahead of Liverpool. Man City and Man United getting 3rd and 4th. So very good season this season for Chelsea. Let's just look at the stats, see if Cuadrado is listed in any of them. Top goals was Costa with 32 goals. Incredible there. Not in the top assists. Average rating maybe, was he in that? Where is the average rating gone? Up here. There we go. But no, he's not on that either. But let's look at how he's done over the last couple of seasons, just to see. Jurgen Klopp's in charge now, interestingly enough. Let's just go down to Cuadrado. So, lots of goals in games you may have spotted there. 60 caps for Colombia now, 16 goals. Where's he been playing? he's actually been playing on the right hand side of midfield, so Jurgen Klopp's obviously playing a different formation with Chelsea. Maybe we can just see quickly if they've been playing a different formation. I assume they have. Yeah, there you go, 4-4-1-1 formation under Jurgen Klopp. They got El Shaarawy there, Williams still there, Ramirez, Zaha on the wing, and Schürrle. Cuadrado on the bench for whatever the last game was, I guess, or perhaps that's just randomised there. But anyway, let's have a quick look at his last couple of seasons. So another very good season in his second season there. Of course, they finished second. 14 goals, 10 assists, 3 man of the matches in 35 games in the league. All competitions, 18 goals in 49 games, 12 assists as well. 7.42 average rating in all competitions. That's very good. Very good rating. And then this season, not quite as good in the league in terms of everything. 10 goals, 8 assists, 1 man of the match. Couple of red cards as well, 26 games, 7.44 average rating in the league. Still a very good average rating overall, helping them win the league, of course. So some vital goals there, I'm sure. And 14 goals scored in all competitions, 13 assists, 12 yellows. He's got a bit of temperamental side by the sounds of it, because he's getting a lot of yellows. 12 aggression maybe, letting him down, or I don't know. But he's a very good all-rounded player. Look at those stats. There's only attributes. There's only a couple under 3 under 10. Jumping reach, strength, and positioning under 10. But everything else, very versatile player. As you can see, can play in various positions on the pitch. He's won a few things with Chelsea. You can see in 2017 they've won the Capital One Cup and the Premier League. They won the FA Cup in 2016. Who did they beat? Let's have a quick look and see. So Chelsea, Man City won it this year against Newcastle in the final. We don't really want to look at that game. Let's go back in time. They beat Stoke in the final 1-0. Eden Hazard with the winner. Capital One Cup wise, let's go down. They beat Chelsea this year 2-0. Sorry, Chelsea beat Blackburn 2-0 in the Capital One Cup final. Goal from El Shaarawy and a goal from Hazard again. Looking dominant. Where is Cuadrado there? 8.0 performance from him. Very good game for him as well. Champions League wise, it doesn't. Obviously, they missed out on the Champions League in the second season he was here. And how did they do this year? Let's have a quick look. There they are in their group. They obviously won the Capital One Cup, beaten Leeds in the semi-final. No, wait, Liverpool in the semi-final. Champions League wise, they beat Sampdoria. And they then lost on penalties against PSG. No, they went through on penalties against PSG. And then lost in the semi-final, unfortunately, against Juventus. 4-2 on aggregate. Barcelona winning the final 5-0. Messi with a couple of goals. Serna still going. What a player he is. 35 years old now. And scoring for Barcelona. In 5-0 one. Arsenal won it last year. For those Arsenal fans out there watching this, maybe you'll win the Champions League next year. 4-2 against Real Madrid as well. Obviously this isn't really relevant to Cuadrado's career, but it's just interesting, adds a bit of a different element to these videos. I know some of you like me looking at these sort of things. So let's load up the next update, which will be, I think, at the end of his 5th season, and we'll finish it there for this video. So I've gone through to June 2019 in the end, and in fact he's still at Chelsea. He's got another contract going to 2021 now, 150k a week. 18 goals in 82 games for Colombia, who are currently 15th in the world. Have a quick look at the World Cup, in fact, if we can. And we can see who won. Germany won the 2018 final, 5-0 against Argentina in the final. Schweinsteiger still going with a goal there. Volland is a very good player, getting a couple of goals. But Colombia 15th in the world, not bad, but actually lower than they are in real life. James Rodriguez, probably a superstar now. Look at those attributes, and Balanta as well. Also, obviously, the FM1 kid, most of you know about him. Look at those all-round attributes. Incredible player at Bayern Munich. Falcao, another Colombian, still at Man United, in fact, so they must have signed him permanently. 33 years old now. Cuadrado down there in 4th place in the top players for Colombia. Jackson Martinez is at Arsenal. But Cuadrado doing well for Chelsea. Let's go to Chelsea and see how they've done in the league over the past couple of seasons. So his 5th season, his 4th, that was his third season, or second and a half season at Chelsea really. His 4th season with Chelsea. They finished 3rd, 5 points behind leaders Man City. Arsenal still finishing outside the Champions League places despite winning the Champions League that one season. They've since been a bit disappointing getting or managing to qualify, and once again failing this season. Chelsea winning the league, 4 points ahead of Tottenham, who the first time they finished in the top 4 in this episode. So overall, he's won the league twice, I think. Prandelli in charge now. Gary Cahill's captain. Azpilicueta, or Dave, is still there as vice captain. Hazard's still there as well. There's no point looking at that actually. Let's go to Cuadrado and see how he's done at Chelsea over the past couple of seasons. Career stats. Let's go down. So this season just before, he managed to get 15 goals in the league in 35 games, 5 assists, man of the match, 7.47 average rating, improving slightly on the previous 2 seasons. All competitions, 18 goals once again in 46 appearances, 7 assists, 2 man of the matches, a few yellow cards once again. Then the season just gone, 12 goals in the league, not quite as good, 7 assists, 10 yellows and a red card, 7.43 average rating. Is been very consistent with his average rating, 7.45 overall in his time on this save. 44 goals in all competitions this season, 15 goals, 9 assists, 3 man of the matches, 12 yellows and a red card. Lots of yellows and red cards in the past 5 seasons. Let's look at his achievements, what he's managed to achieve with Chelsea. Won the Premier League, of course, won the FA Cup again in 2018. You can see he's been named in English Premier League Teams of the Year, Weeks of the Team of the Weeks, that sort of thing, regularly. FA Cup, Arsenal won it this season, 3-0 against Villa, but last season Chelsea beat Nottingham Forest 3-0 in the final, and Cuadrado managed to get the last goal in that, so that's good for him. Let's go back and see how they've done in the Champions League. I don't think they've won it, because we'd have seen that in his achievements if they had won it. Let's just go to Chelsea and look at their schedule, whatever you want to call it. Last year, where did they get to? Lost in the Capital One Cup quarter-final against Sheffield United. Champions League, they were knocked out by Juventus in the first round, knockout round. Good FA Cup run, of course, winning it overall. Then this season, Capital One Cup, how did they do? Beat Leeds in the 4th round, I see there. Beat Sheffield United. Lost against Leyton Orient in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. And then beat Fulham in the Capital One Cup semi-final. And then lost. Oh wait, they did win the Capital One Cup. Am I remembering wrong here? Yeah, so they won against Man City in the Capital One Cup final. Yeah, on penalties. But I don't think maybe Cuadrado didn't play in this. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like he did, which is why he didn't get a winner's medal, I'm guessing. Interesting players in the team now. Let's just have a quick look at the Chelsea team. So they're still at Courtois. Got Dave, of course, Cahill, Chalobah's there, Seamus Coleman, Khedira, Jack Grealish. Some good names there, some wonder kids who've turned out to be very good players on the game. Ferreira's there, the Newcastle guy. 27 goals in 24 games for Italy. That is insane. Wow. Diego Costa with bucket loads of goals for Chelsea. 32 goals in 44 games for Spain now at the age of 30. I'll quickly go back to the Champions League. I got distracted there. So they lost in the first knockout round against Barcelona this time. Barcelona and Juventus winning the last couple of finals. So there we go, guys. Very interesting. I don't know, I mean, that differs from stat apps, but I think they've done well in both. But Cuadrado doing very well for me on my experiment. So please leave a like if you enjoyed. Remember to check out stat apps if you're interested to see the differences. And please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below and maybe give me some more ideas for FM experiments. I've got quite a long list of ideas that I'm hoping to do at some point, but you can add to that if you like. If there's something really interesting that I see you comment, then I'm definitely willing to give it a go. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.